way that glass bounced off of the back of Julius's head like that, I don't think that was planned. And his reaction was so good, yo. That's why I think like it was like a movie mistake that actually ended up working. But Julius, this is my thing, man. All right, like let's. I gotta keep it a beam with y'all, like I always do, right? Julius, there's been in the horror universe, there's been tons of token black guys. There's been tons of token black guy movie moments in horror. And normally I feel like somebody like me should say some of those moments, or one of those moments, the best moment overall belongs to like Ben from Night of the Living Dead or something like that, right? The purist in me wants to say Ben from Night of the Living Dead, the original, or the remake. But I think the best sequence involving any token black guy in any horror movie ever is Julius going up against Jason on this rooftop, man. But did he really have to run the fuck up there? Like, he's an athlete, right? He's swift and he's agile, as he's showcasing right now. But he could have like juked Jason in the alleyway, like if he ran into a brick wall or something. Like, he could have just juked Jason and just ran the opposite direction the same way he got there. Like, my first instinct ain't gonna be to go as far fucking up as I can. But Julius, man, he put up a hell of a fight in this scene, yo. He really did. He puts up a valiant effort. And is never enough against Jason Voorhees, is it, man? Jason takes my hat. Let me tell y'all, this movie is not good. But this is the best guilty pleasure in the entire franchise, man. This is one of my favorite guilty pleasure movies of all time. Like, this movie has got, like, it's so much shit in this movie that just doesn't make sense that they just kept in here anyway. So many plot holes and so many characters that who are, like, just have little character things about them that just go absolutely nowhere. But I'm never bored with this shit. I never have a bad time watching this shit, man. Especially when you give me moments like this. Like, Jason's like, alright now. And I love that Rob Hayden, he to get that effect, he just threw a camera, he attached a camera to a Nerf football and just threw it off the roof. He called it the Decapicam. Like, Rob Hayden, I do not blame him 200% for this movie, yo. Now, he did write and direct this movie, but a lot of this shit was Frank Mancuso and Paramount just trying to, basically David Fincher this shit. Del Toro this shit. Like when David Fincher did Alien 3 or when Del Toro did Mimic, studio involvement. Same thing with Halloween 6. Like, I hate to hear stories like that. If y'all listen to the commentary on YouTube with just Rob Hayden, he talks about everything that he wanted to pull off for this movie originally in the script. Where there was, I think Julius was going to, I don't remember if Julius was supposed to box Jason on the Brooklyn Bridge or Madison Square Garden. I think it was Madison Square Garden. He had scenes on the Brooklyn Bridge. A lot of this movie was not supposed to take place on that Lazarus cruise ship. And the studio's just like, yeah, we ain't got no money for all this shit, bro. Like, they're turning pages. It was like, yep, we ain't got it. Let's just keep this shit on the boat. Where we can build the sets and shit like that. But this movie, man, it's got classic moments in it. It's got classic Jason shit in here. But again, man, it's got characters that just don't like Miss Van Dusen. Did y'all notice that nobody really fucking batted an eye when Miss Van Dusen exploded in the cop car that Rennie crashed into a wall in the alleyway somewhere? Like, Rennie and Jensen Daggett. I like Jensen Daggett. I remember Jensen Daggett was a VJ on MTV once upon a time. I don't remember how many of y'all remember that. I don't know how short-lived or not it was, but she was a VJ on MTV. But she is probably my least favorite final girl in this whole franchise because she don't get to do shit but be the damsel in distress. And Sean is not a great final guy either. Like, I feel like everybody can't be Tina and Nick from Part 7 or Jessica and Steven from Jason Goes to Hell. Jason to put Julius's fucking head on the dashboard. Jason is so petty, yo. And a lot of these kills are shit, man. The kills are either off screen or whatever the case may be. Like, he kills the cop off screen. Tamara's death is off screen. JJ, for like a kind of off screen death, I do like her death scene when Jason swings that fucking guitar and it hits the camera and the blood splatters onto it. I love that shot. But JJ's a character that I feel like they wasted, man. She could have been a really cool. She reminded me like if she was like a Gem character came to life. I don't know how many of y'all remember the show Gem. It was kind of like the punk rock and roll version of Barbie for real, for real. Gem and the fucking holograms, man. JJ was just such. She seemed like such a cool character that they didn't do anything with. Gordon Curry's character Miles, you know, he was supposed to be like this Olympic diver or some shit like that. They didn't do anything with his character. Wayne, I kind of got like a soft spot for, but you know, as people would say, simping. That was Wayne, for sure. Big simping, spending cheese, man. But his character, I got a soft spot for him because he was the cameraman. He wanted to go to film school and all of that shit, but he just Tamara had him by the ball sack, for sure. And he fucking kills somebody. Like Wayne kills that maintenance guy in the boiler room, and then he stares at him and he kind of has this whatever reaction to it and just puts his camera in focus like, yo, this is a great fucking shot right here. Like, it's just, this movie's a mess, man. It's a mess. And would I have liked to see the Hayden cut? Had he would have got a chance to film it? Sure. But that ain't what we got. We got Jason takes that. Now look, Rennie, Miss Van Dusen just exploded. Like, Rennie don't give a fuck about nothing. She's like, well, at least I got that Stephen King pen that she gave me. Like, this shit, man. And what's his name? Mark Peter Richmond. Rest in peace, shout out to him. Who plays Uncle Charles, y'all. That dude is, if you ever wanted to see somebody get killed in a Friday the 13th movie, is that motherfucker right there. And Dr. Cruz from Part 7. Because he is just, whew. Uncle Charles, y'all, is just the lowest of the low, man. And Kane Hodder does do a good job in this. This is my favorite. Like, Part 7 is my favorite looking Jason, but Kane Hodder's good in this, man. He's still doing the breathing. He's still doing the quick head turns and things like that. He's still like very physical, man. He brings that physicality to the role of Jason Voorhees, man. As far as this ending, imagine being assigned to write the end, to write a sequel to this shit. Like when Jason turns into a fucking like a little boy with drawers on in the sewer. I don't know what the fuck they were even going for. They probably were like, Rob Hayden was so pissed off that they wouldn't let him make his movie. He's like, watch this shit right here. Watch this ending I'm about to write, and they gonna let me film it because they not even paying no attention. But damn, I'm like, how do you follow up that? Like, it doesn't even make sense how he came back in Jason Goes to Hell after this ending, but whatever, man. Where does this rank for y'all? Let me know where this ranks at as far as like an overall franchise ranking for the Friday the 13th movies. I don't remember where I ranked this. I would have to go back to the RNZ Live episode that me and Zuko did. Shout out my boy Johnny Zuko, and shout out to everybody that tuned into RNZ Live this past weekend. But yeah, man, I would have to go back and listen to that episode to see where I rank this. I feel like as far as entertainment goes, it's entertaining as shit, man. It's hilarious. But as far as like a film, like a Friday the 13th film, and I think another problem this movie suffered from is the fact that Rob Hayden worked on the TV series. And if y'all remember the TV series used to come on Sci-Fi or something, it had all this mystical, magical shit going on with it. Nothing to do with the original Friday the 13th movies, but there's a lot of that shit in here, and it just doesn't fit. Even for a series where up at this point we had seen telekinesis and Jason got brought back by a lightning bolt, but the magical shit, like the mercury mirrors with that Jason's spirit is coming out of, and the blood coming out of the faucet and all that shit. Rennie seeing hallucinations of Jason every 5 seconds, and he looks different every 5 seconds. I'm just like, yo, like, it's exhausting trying to figure this movie out, man. But it is super dumb fun nonetheless, man. This movie will always have a special place in my heart for sure. Do we do Jason Goes to Hell next? Because, man, it's like the more and more you move up into sequels, the more dark territory you get into.